So today's part is your network configuration and troubleshooting. Okay.
Can you give me recording access?
Okay. So network configuration and troubleshooting is very much important. The reason is, okay, suppose your server is situated in a remote location, and obviously you are connecting from a remote location. Means if you are in Bengaluru and you are connecting a server which is situated in Ohio, Singapore, Malaysia, London, okay, or different regions are there. Okay, so you need to know some of the basic networking. Okay, so that you can troubleshoot in case you are not able to connect to that particular server. What is the first step we need to do? Okay, as a troubleshooting part. What will be the second step as a troubleshooting part? Okay, so there are multiple factors involved when you are not able to log into a particular server. Okay, so that can be related to your IP, that can be related to your gateway, that can be related to your SSH, that can be related to your server as well, that is might be chances it is down. So how we are going to, and which all files are involved, okay, under this, so we can check out, okay, is there some mismatch is there with that file, or chances will be there that file is modified, or chances will be there that file is got deleted. Okay, so how we can do those things, stuffs. Okay, so before going into that one, networking, what does mean, what according to you guys, what do you think, what is networking? Sai, Pankaj, Ankur.
You're asking, sorry.
Yeah, I'm asking. Yeah.
Network is an internet protocol connects multiple systems inside
connect to one to another computer. No?
Yeah, and Pankaj.
Connection between the devices.
Yes, very good. What Science said, it's a high level thing. That is true also. He was talking more into technical side, and what you guys have said, it's more into layman language. That is very good. So network or a networking. Network means you have Facebook, right? So Facebook account can be linked to multiple Facebook account, or how it will be like. We can communicate one from one Facebook account to multiple Facebook account, right? So
Yes.
networking is nothing but communicating between one machine to other machine. Means if you have, what is this machines and all? Okay, these machines are nothing but these are different IPs will be there, right? So every machine has a unique MAC address, and every machine will be assigned a IP address. Okay, so if I go ahead and here, if I do CMD, if I do IP config, if config, sorry, for Windows we have IP config, I think.
IP.
Yeah, so here Windows, you can see IPv4 will be there, correct? So this is IPv6, and you have IPv4, IPv4.
IPv4.
Yeah, so you can see 192.168.43.223. So this is the IP of this particular laptop, you can say, right? So no,
Yes.
how, from where we are getting this IP? That is also one thing. So we are getting this IP from your ISP, Internet Service Provider. Okay. So chances that this IP will change. Okay. So IP cannot be, yes, IP can be a static, but you need to configure that IP to your system. Correct. So how it will be like? So your MAC address will be fixed. Your MAC address will be your physical location of your particular laptop or your server. Okay, that is fixed. But your IP can be changed. It can be static or it can be a dynamic as well. Okay, for IPv4. So this is all about like the basic concept, the basic understanding. So if you want to configure a specific IP, dedicated IP to your server or your machine, whatever the means hardware you have, okay, it can be a router also, right? It can be a switch. So every device requires a IP to identify, right? So if you want to communicate with a switch, if you want to communicate with a router, if you want to communicate from my laptop to your laptop, or you want to communicate from this laptop to a server as well, so every person need a unique identification, right? What is that
Yeah.
unique identification? That unique identification is your IP address. So networking is nothing but communicating between, in my term, if you talk about communicating between multiple IPs, okay, within the network, okay, or within this www worldwide consortium, okay.
Yeah.
So that is called network. Understanding, guys? Pankaj, Ankur?
Yes.
Okay, so if I talk about, okay, networking, okay, and the next thing is, what is the basic requirement for a networking? Okay, the basic requirement for a networking is, what will be the basic, means to create a network. So there is a concept in AWS, just I'm let you know, guys. In AWS, if you want to create a virtual private network, VPC, virtual private cloud, okay, means you have to create your own network. So what are the basic requirement? So we required a, like, VPC, first of all we required a subnet association, route will be there, DNS will be there, internet gateway will be there. But if I am talking in term of general, okay, so in term of general, for the networking basic requirement, first thing is you require a NIC card, correct? NIC, that is nothing but network interface controller or a network interface card. That is LAN where you are putting, right, in your system, in your laptop. That is your NIC
Yes.
card, right?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
that NIC card only will going to identify your IP, right? Correct?
Yeah.
So, and the
Mm.
second thing is your media, okay, and the third thing is your topology. The fourth thing is your, let me note it down here, you guys will understand better. The basic, okay, Fine. Okay. So the first requirement is your NIC card. What is your NIC card? So a network interface card, also known as a network interface card or a network adapter or a LAN adapter. Correct, guys? Okay.
Yeah.
And it is your, or we can say, is a computer hardware component that connects a computer to a computer network, right? Each NIC will be having a unique MAC address that is called media access control address. To avoid this conflict between same NIC adapter, in Linux, these NIC adapter is represented by ETH. Understanding my point? No.
I'm getting.
So how it will be in networking, what I was trying to explain here is, so every NIC, you will get a unique NIC, right? For every each NIC will be having unique MAC address, sorry. Okay. So that MAC address is fixed to your machine. Now normally what will happen, suppose one NIC will be there and there is one other NIC will be there, two NIC is there, right? So how we
Yeah.
can make, suppose same, if I am making a NIC1 and an NIC2, okay, so how I am going to segregate the NIC1 to NIC2 in your Linux machine? So this is the reason I told you, right? If some, the requirement will be how one NIC, why we need two NIC first of all. Okay, suppose the chances will be there, like same way in a virtual machine, if one of the virtual machine goes down, other virtual machine has to be come up, right? Why we
Yeah.
were doing like this? We are creating a backup of that particular virtual machine, or we are creating a cluster, that is your node 1 and node 2. Okay, if node
Yeah.
1 is down, node 2 has to come up. Guys, Pankaj, you are understanding my point?
Yeah.
And Ankur?
Yeah.
Okay. So why I am giving you this example, same way in Linux, if your, it's all about your bandwidth. Okay. So if you are working with one NIC, suppose your NIC is down, what you will do in that case? Okay. There should be some backup for that one. So you are going to configure these two NIC, NIC1 and NIC2 as a bonding. Okay, this is also one concept in Linux, not in Linux, you can say it's a concept of bonding. Different types of bonding will be there. So that anyways, I am giving you an idea how things are working. That is a part of networking. So we used to do bonding between one NIC to other NIC. This is the reason for one Linux machine we can create two NIC. And how we can segregate these two NICs by giving the name of first NIC as the ETH1 and giving the NIC of a ETH2. So now you can tell me both NIC will having same MAC address or different MAC address. This is also one interview question. Sign. For the same machine, yeah, for the same machine, for the same virtual machine, how many NIC I can create?
We have to keep it separate now.
Yeah, we'll segregate for one same single machine only. Correct. One single machine can have one MAC address only, right?
One MAC address only.
One MAC address. One machine is having one MAC address, right? But I am
Yeah.
telling here, for one machine only, I am going to create 5 NIC. So will all these 5 MAC address will be different?
Yes, absolutely.
Pankaj?
No.
And Ankur?
I
Be
think
same. Should
no.
be same. One NIC is different. MAC address will be the same.
MAC address will be
Same.
same. Correct? Because what I am telling is MAC address is unique address, right? MAC address, one machine is having only one MAC address, right?
Yeah.
Correct? So that MAC address cannot change, right?
Hmm.
MAC address
Yes.
cannot be, so it's going to work for your Ethernet, means the NIC you are going to create, that you can create multiple, right? But your
Yes.
machine is having one unique MAC address that cannot be, I'm not going to create multiple machines. Okay, I'm going to create a Ethernet, because same, by using same MAC address, what it will doing means one is down, so one is come up. Somewhat it's using same machine, right?
Yeah.
It's not using different machine.
Yeah.
So Pankaj, you are right. This is also one interview question. Okay. So this is the means concept. Okay. So MAC address will be always unique for one machine. It cannot be two. One machine it doesn't have some 5 6 MAC address. Okay. Getting my point, guys? Ankur.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yes.
only thing is network card means NIC means Ethernet for a Linux machine. We can give different names: ETH1, ETH2,
Yes.
ETH0, like that. And in
Yeah.
all these three, we need to create a bonding out of this one. So our
Yes.
bandwidth will be increased. Okay. Suppose one will be down, so one has to come up.
Yes.
Okay. So that is called a NIC thing. Now the second thing is media. What does it mean by media? Media is nothing but medium, correct? Via which medium we are going to means, see, you required a medium to connect to the network, right?
Yeah. These are Ethernet cable or FC cable.
Yeah, RJ45, correct,
Yeah.
Pankaj?
Hmm.
Yes.
Or your cat 5 something, some cable is there. Okay, so normally you know RJ45, right? One cable blinking, they'll put in that LAN cable, right? That is your RJ45. Okay. So now the third thing will be your topology. What does it mean? The first thing you know, okay, fine, NIC is required, MAC is required, because MAC is associated with your NIC, right? Media is required, understand, RJ45 to connect to the medium. We require a medium.
Yeah.
Topology, what does it mean? So topology is nothing but it's a schema. Schema means, okay, you need to design your network. You cannot say your network is some something like, okay, uh, you are creating, it should be in a proper manner, right? It should be in a proper manner, so that means network is very big, right? It's not big,
Yeah.
it's huge, right? So you
Yeah.
require some design of this network, so later on if any issues you are going to face, you will be able to troubleshoot. Okay.
Yeah.
So it should be in a obviously in a house, if you put everything in a proper manner, so obviously you know where is your bed, where is your table, and where is your cupboard, where is your cloth, right? So if I'll put
Yeah.
everything together, you are not going to identify, right? It's a
Yes.
mess, right? It will be a mess, right?
Yeah.
So you are not going to create a mess, correct? You are going to
Yeah.
create a network or a schema or a design of a network which is useful, or which you can use to troubleshoot later on. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this topology can be divided into multiple types. It can be your you can say bus topology. You I think you guys have gone through this in uh, during the engineering time. Okay, bus topology, ring topology, star topology, mesh,
Yeah.
three types. Okay, so with the name itself, it's clear.
Yeah.
Ring topology is nothing but if you are connecting multiple systems in a circular manner. Okay, if your
Yeah.
network is a ring kind of a shape, so that is called ring topology. Bus topology is nothing but it's that means multiple system is connected through one line. Okay, like that.
Yeah.
So if you guys want, I can draw the diagram, but it's very basics. Okay, Pankaj, you guys are okay? Should I go ahead and move on,
Yeah.
or should I explain how bus topology will be there, look like,
Yeah.
or
Go
you?
on.
Huh?
No.
No, right?
No.
Sai, you are also fine.
I know. I know. I know.
Okay. So this is like basic, and the fourth thing is protocol. This is very much important. What does it mean, protocol, guys? Any idea? What is protocol?
Protocol is a rule, na?
Yeah,
How to.
correct. Yes, correct, correct. So Pankaj,
Yeah. Rule.
yes, sign.
It's a kind of policies or rules we implement it for networking.
Yes, correct. So you all are completely correct. Okay, so you guys are know what is protocol. So protocol is nothing but, obviously, if you are going to a road, so normally we made a rule, right? Okay, I have to walk in the left side, right? If I am going to US, I have to walk on the right side, correct? So same
Yes.
way, we made a rule in you. Where we have made this rule? We have made this rule in your network. Okay. So what rule we are? Why we are making this rule? So suppose if I am communicating between two networks, okay, or between two machines, or between multiple machines, okay. So there should be some rule. Okay, there should be some so how the other machine will understand, okay, this machine wants to communicate with me, okay, I need to send something, okay, then only I can receive some acknowledgement from the other side, right?
Yeah.
If suppose I am speaking to you, okay, I am asking some questions, okay, Sai, what is your name? So Sai is responding, right? He is acknowledging, yes Abhishek, my name is Sai. Okay, so the same way that this is the protocol works, okay, that is called your protocol. It's a set of rules, you can say, where you are sending the packets from one network to other network, say stating that, okay, this is the IP 192.168 86.128. He wants to communicate with a different range of IP, that is 172, okay, 168.1.1. Okay, so how these two networks is going to communicate between them? So these two networks are going to communicate by using protocol. Okay, so that is
Yeah.
called your protocol. Understanding, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pankaj?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so you need to understand protocol wise means you need to send something. What you need to send? You need to send packets. Okay, that packets once received by the receiver should give acknowledgement to the sender, right? Once the
Yeah.
sender will get, okay, now this guy is acknowledging me, yes, I am sending it to the right network, I am communicating to the right network, then he start communicating to that particular network. Okay, so how this is going to be take place? So mostly the example of protocols are, you have TCP IP, right?
Yes.
So TCP IP means what? TCP IP, see, normally two types of protocol in a network we use. One is OSI, right guys? And one is
Yeah.
TCP IP. So why
Yeah.
we are not using OSI? That is more standard, right? Network layer is there, different layers will be there. Okay,
Yes. One to
if
seven.
yeah, so that is completely a part of networking. So
Yeah.
that will take another 2-3 session. If I'll go ahead and I'll explain you what is network bit, what is the host bit, how we can calculate your subnet mask and all. Okay, so that comes under cloud. So
Yeah.
if you guys means continue with like AWS and DevOps, so there I'll explain mostly the networking part. So for the basic understanding for you guys, I'll tell you. So two types of protocol normally we use in a network, that is called TCP IP. Okay, and this is practically means this is implemented. Okay, by the
Yeah.
means by, I think it's by INA. Okay, INA is
Yeah.
maintaining your IP and all. Okay, so one is TCP/IP, that is transmission control protocol, and other one is UDP, that is user datagram protocol. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the difference between TCP and UDP? Straight away I can say transmission control protocol. This one is, other one is user datagram protocol. So TCP/IP is nothing but it's a connection oriented.
Yeah.
Okay, and UDP is nothing but it's a connectionless. So how, what is the example? If you are communicating via LAN, that is your TCP IP. Okay, if you are communicating via Wi-Fi, okay, that is YouTube is there, right? You have YouTube, right? So, or if you are hearing some stream, live stream, okay, that is your UDP. So
Yeah.
chances will be there that your packets, whatever the packets you are receiving, that get lost. So the it will be an interruption in
Signal.
between. Yes, it's all about means you are sending packets, then only, so all live streaming will be coming under, or all means you can say via which we were connecting through Wi-Fi. Okay,
Mm.
or mostly it will be a live YouTube stream. Your live matches will be there. Okay, so those are like UDP, those are connectionless. Okay, but if you are connected via LAN cable, okay, those are connection oriented, and TCP/IP is more reliable. The reason is, you can understand, whatever the packets, if you are sending 100 packets from a sender to a receiver, so 100 packets should be received by the receiver, and he'll get an acknowledgement to the sender. Okay, so it is more reliable. There is very less chances that in between the packet will be lost. Okay, but in case of UDP, it's non-reliable. Might be chances that if you send 100 packets, so you'll receive only some 80 packets or 50 packets, or chances that you'll be getting some 90 packets, but somewhere the packet will be get lost. Okay, understanding, guys?
Yeah.
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 Okay, so TCP/IP acknowledgement will be sent and received. Whenever you are sending through TCP/IP, there is a different layers are involving in that one. You have network layer, you have application layer, you have link layer. Okay, so every layer is giving a acknowledgement out of that one. Okay, so it will be like how if you send something a packet, so 100% you are going to get a acknowledgement out of that. Okay, guys, but in case
Yeah.
of UDP, I told you, right, if you are sending a packet, obviously some packet will be lost, so there is no acknowledgement for that. And in
Yes.
UDP there won't be any acknowledgement. Okay, you won't get, means I have sent it, now it's up to you. I have sent a courier to you, that courier is lost in between. Okay, that is not my responsibility. I am not going to ask you. If you received, fine. If you don't receive, now it's up to you. If you received, no need to send an acknowledgement to me. Okay, Abhishek, suppose I have sent it to Pankaj, offer letter. Okay, but Pankaj is received that offer letter, but he hasn't given me acknowledgement. Okay, Abhishek, I have received the offer letter. Okay, so this is how he is not supposed to acknowledge me. Okay, but in case of TCP/IP, if I'm sending up means offer letter to Ankur, Ankur is acknowledging me via mail. Yes, Abhishek, I have received this offer letter and I'm accepting this offer letter, like that. Okay, guys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fine. So the same, the next thing is, but TCP/IP somewhere somewhat, obviously for each and every packet you need to give acknowledgement, right? So for that it is quite slow. The connection will be slow. But in case of